Dang it, Rampa. We are the Blockbox. I'm here with Adam Top, and I'm Nicole.
Holy cow, I need to turn you up more. You're so quiet.
Yeah, Jeremy, speak a little louder. I have you at 200 and you're still pretty quiet.
Okay, how about this? Is this good?
Yes.
That's...
You're barely
Yes,
over the
I'm
game.
like right at the microphone.
I mean, other than the fact that you're ear raping, yes, you're good.
So what happened
Well,
last
okay,
time,
welcome
Isaac?
back, everyone. So, Isaac. take the
Yes.
spot. Go ahead.
Yeah, so last time we investigated Byakuya's death, and we found out a lot of evidences and stuff. You're supposed to go on the truth bullets when I say that.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah.
You're supposed to go on the truth bullets when I say that.
Yes.
We found lots of
Please.
evidence and stuff, and now, you know, they've had
Evidence.
There's that. That's an evidence. Yes, I know, for real. They both have, you know, had a day to formulate their thoughts and theories, and yeah, today
Alright.
we're going to start. We're going to start the trial.
Before we
And
give our
also
theories, what?
Also, you can buy skills now
Yeah,
if you go
okay.
into the fucking what's it called?
Yeah, I was gonna say before we actually get into the trial, I need to check that. Okay, good. You're not.
Yeah.
You're doing fine. Okay.
You're not dead.
Where is it?
Okay.
Where do I report card?
Report card, I
Yep.
believe. Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, we have 19.
Ooh.
So you can, I
Ooh.
believe you should be able to. You should be able to, the way that you normally do that. Okay, so while we're doing, this,
Well, I don't know what to buy. What do you think would be best for
Let's do
what I?
charisma. Charisma should be
you should
good.
be able. Okay, you should be able to click on them, and it should give you an idea of what it is.
Ooh, okay.
So like
Yeah, I
you
like
can
that.
scroll through all them.
That's gonna take forever.
Oh, that's a good.
Also,
Okay.
I think
Get,
I saw another one that's interesting.
That's a good one. Get that one.
Oh.
Guys, I get
Um,
cooling a boost.
Kulinka boys.
Both of those, but like, there's also one that I saw that I think is also really interesting, and that's vocal.
Oh yeah, the
let's see.
melodious voice.
Yeah, vocabulary.
Oh.
Vocabulary. Oh yeah, vocabulary is the one we got from what's her face. Yeah, do that.
Yeah,
oh,
do that
okay.
one.
That's the
And
one we
then
got
have
from Toko
three
last
more.
game.
What can we
Speaking
do?
of Toko, we're recording this on Toko's birthday, so you can get
Yay!
upshift or downshift.
Can I get
believe-
both?
Well, you could get both, but you can't put both on. Wait, you can get Moonsault.
What's what? What?
Wait, it's at the
Oh, moonsault. Let's see.
what's this?
Increases jumping. What's
Oh yeah,
logic dive?
dive's a thing. Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay,
I don't know if it happens in this trial, but that's a thing.
I'll need that just because I don't know what that is, so I want to have.
Okay.
each.
I don't know if we'll get to it during this trial. Okay, anyway, now that we're ready, let's start with our theory. Since Griffin guessed the victim right and got a point from that, he
Yes.
gets to present his thoughts first on
Yeah.
who the killer is.
Just so I can't piggyback on Jervy and always be in the lead, you know.
Yes.
Even though I wouldn't do that because I would just go with my own theories, but it's just a safeguard against that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me double check to make sure everything's equipped.
You can't have equip vocabulary.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think you should be able to take off Moonsault, honestly.
Okay.
Because I don't think we're gonna have a logic dive during this
Okay. Can
during
you
this
double check?
trial. No, I literally just watched it before we did
Okay.
it, and there was no logic dive. So
Anyways,
Let's talk about it.
so my
you don't
theory-
even know what logic dive is. So anyway,
Although they mentioned that, although Gunham and Chiaki mentioned that you couldn't get under, Nagito knows the place more than anyone else, so he could have figured out a secret way to get in there. I think also it could have been those boxes could have been hiding a secret hole or something. Well, actually, that wouldn't have explained how he wouldn't be able to get under there. But I think he stabbed Byakuya through the table with the spear. The little, the rods.
the missing skewer.
The skewer, yeah. From under. Just because of how
Alright.
Byakuya's body looked. So, who I think it is Nagito.
I see. All right, Jerby.
Okay, so there were two people who were inside of the building, and that was Nagito and Teru Teru. Now, Teru Teru is a small guy, you know, he's probably the shortest one out of everyone. It's not a bad thing, don't call me on that, but, Teru Teru was probably also the other one who wasn't, confiscated and asked by Byakuya to, like, leave his stuff inside of the box. And so Teru might have also explored the place, and since Nagito didn't really clean the storage room, I think Teru could have been able to go there. Which means there could be a trapdoor below, which also, Gundam somehow found his earring back, which we did not mention last time.
Wait,
which
he
means
did?
Gundam probably went to the storage room and found his earring through there. And that means, also what is weird enough is how Teru, out of nowhere, even though it was pitch black, came inside of the room from the kitchen. So I'm going with Teru.
Oh, that's okay,
Alright.
Jervy, you got a really good point there. I do think I think Nagito's at least a traitor. I don't know if he's a killer, but that's a really good point. I just personally, he could also find the sounds of people's voices. Plus, he knew the kitchen well, so he could have been like, okay, here's the exit. At least I can feel along here. But so he could have made his way out. But I think that's a plausible theory. So, but I'm still sticking with Nagito.
Well, let's see who's right.
Well, you have to. You already
Alright.
locked in Nagito. So,
Proceed.
your guesses are locked in. Let's see. Will either of you be correct?
Class
will
trial start.
Griffin be correct and get a 2-point lead, or will Jervy get it correct? And I can talk over this because it doesn't matter. I can score. Will Jervy get a point? Will Jervy get a point and tie things up?
I like how Nagito and Makiru have the same face.
Alright, so as I said, there will be around the hour point in the trial. There will be an intermission, so that will be where we will stop the episode.
Okay.
Before we begin, I'd like to
I managed to make that monologue last exactly as long as Monokuma's speech.
Among Us, he said the thing.
Definitely. There's no doubt
Sus.
the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry.
We don't want a Chapter 5 case again.
Favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate mommy, of course. That much? Now, let's begin.
I love that. I love their dynamic. It's a trial.
Let's just settle this with our fists.
This is a trial!
to the rules.
Okay, well, at least we get Kazuichi voice
Didn't
lines.
that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall? Huh? Then everyone there is
Okay, I need to turn up their voice lines. Hold on.
Make sure you're not super, like, far from
Yeah, there we
your
go.
mic.
That works. I'm close to my mic.
So as it's always all the way up.
Actually, you could have put the volume in. I like the volume with the other two, like lower.
Do you want me to put the other two lower?
I mean, it's just like Mikon who was a little quiet, but
Yeah. I'll turn it down when it's not
like
trial.
one lower.
just put them one lower, yeah.
Oh, that's
Alright,
so
let's go.
quiet.
We're sure to put
Yeah.
we're sure to select execute.
What? Does it not?
Oh
Doesn't
no, never
matter.
mind. I don't know what the
Let's
fuck. Oh, reset settings execute.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was
I see.
right.
All right.
Anyways.
As I've never. Okay.
Everyone, okay.
Yeah. What you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
no shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds. Where we found the body.
We don't know what we don't want to know
The
what the most
body
pressing
under the
issue on your
table.
mind is, Teru.
Yeah.
Let's start with that mystery.
Okay. The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. This is gonna be weird. I'm gonna go into Makoto when I'm reading blue text, I swear. We can start with that, but ultimately we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that... No, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this no matter what. Is it gonna... So class... Okay.
So the class trial is finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment.
You know how to do non-stop debates, though.
I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. You can skip most of this. It works the same way.
Okay. And this is gonna be like the
Blah 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 blah. Remember, you can press escape to make it go faster, and I believe you should still be able to use the focus gauge just early on.
Oh.
Knife.
Oh my
Left
goodness.
under the
Okay.
table. Gaps in floorboard.
Okay. Well, at least there'll probably be like one. Okay.
Why
Yeah.
was Byakuya's body
Oh, this is fast. Okay.
in a place like that?
Okay.
His body was underneath the table. But the very back of the dining hall.
Yes, yes, very good.
After the killer murdered Byakuya,
Byakuya.
they probably moved the body
Byakuya.
there.
Okay. Nope,
No,
okay. No, because of the blood
false.
stain.
The bloodstain said there was no drag marks.
Hiding if they tried to delay it like a dog burying a bone.
Okay.
Why was Byakuya in a
Okay,
place
gotta
like
wait
His body was
for
under the very
Kazuichi.
back of the-
After the killer murder, they probably moved the body
No.
there.
No, no, no!
You missed!
It's so...
This is a great start. You already missed the first
The
shot.
aim is so stupid.
At least we have trigger happy. At least
It's so
I think we
small.
have trigger
I don't
happy.
think the killer moved
I don't
the
know
body.
if we actually have trigger happy or not.
Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table.
Okay, also when it's the
I don't think he
climactic
looked, but
reenactment,
okay.
I want to turn up the music volume back up. I will need to do that.
Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Aw, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Sorry, Kazuichi.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I
Let's
respond
go.
better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
Under
Whoa.
the table, guys.
You think he was killed under the
Ga-
table?
Under the table?
Byakuya snuck under the table.
Under the table.
And that's when he was killed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how many
Then,
lines.
shortly thereafter,
How many lines in a row can will it say under the table?
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us.
Thanks
That
for
dude
ruining
was
it,
always
Akane.
a big jokester.
the hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. The power went out just
Under the
now.
table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party. Don't you think?
His voice does seem different than Makoto's in this instance. Under the table. You changing the...
The reason
sound.
Byakuya dove under the
it's
table.
If it's connected to it... Oh, I... Okay,
Well, okay. Let's see.
Wait, what was it
Why would
asking?
why would he have dove under the table?
Because the gaps in the floorboard. No, the knife.
Yeah, if he saw the knife, or if there was a knife under the
I can
table and
prove
he
it
noticed
with
that, he
this.
would have gone there.
Mm-hmm.
It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
And then they're gonna be like, oh, but how would you have seen the knife? Oh, it's obviously... It couldn't have been the glow stone,
You
or...
mean that thing that
the
glow
always
stone.
screams, I am the murder weapon?
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there, so in order to get it, he moved under the table.
Under the table.
Particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items.
Dangerous
So we cannot
items.
deny that
Dangerous
possibility.
items.
But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
I literally called it.
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment.
It was the green
Green
highlighter.
paint? Yep, green
He
paint.
might have seen
Yeah.
someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
Oh, her voice is like Sakura's. I didn't realize that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
Like her,
This is
not
almost
her
like a
actual
real
voice, but her like
trial.
inflections.
I guess. I like how she
During the
talks.
previous statement, there was only one weak spot,
Now we're... Okay.
but from now on there will be more than one. Blah blah blah
Yes.
blah blah.
We've
blah,
done this. If
blah,
you don't
blah,
know about
blah.
this, you should have watched Danganronpa 1, especially because we've gotten
Blah
spoilers.
blah blah.
Especially
And yes, you
since
are
we were funnier
you are
there.
able to use the focus gauge this early in the game this
Cool.
time.
With the spacebar, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, why are
So
they
has
all
full
filled up?
pump bullet.
Shit.
This is me. Oh, I keep... Okay, which one? Okay, which one are we talking about?
We're
Sure
talking about
Byakuya ducked under the
she
table.
Pekko's saying that
Oh,
Byakuya
the
couldn't
paint,
have
the
seen in
paint.
the dark.
Where was it?
That
Night
sounds
vision
correct.
goggles.
If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must
Damn
have seen the
hand.
killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black. It was
Also,
so
maybe
dark you couldn't
Byakuya
see
did
my
have the
clothes.
goggles.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
I mean, no. Okay,
No,
I didn't
that's
say
wrong.
that, but I think Teruteru had the goggles.
Well, then how'd they get above the table?
Mm-hmm.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who
Isn't
was able
it-
to see in the dark.
You know,
that would
it's a little
be
weird. We're the
in-
only person that like know that's wrong as anybody, like ever.
Yeah.
Like here's my thing though. I think Teru had that night vision goggles, and that's how he went inside of the room. Byakuya went over to the knife because it had a green highlight, so you can see that in the dark.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was?
I
the
mean,
one
it
who
makes
used those
sense
night
that he
vision
would
goggles?
because he's like taking all these precautions.
That seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Oh,
No, but like we didn't see.
what? Wait, she just
No,
refuted
that's
our
obviously
statement.
Wrong. It should be the other way around.
As she ruins the line. As she ruins the line. She said no, that's
Seriously?
obviously
The
wrong.
killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Exactly.
Whoa.
That's what I think as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Were you
Oh.
surprised by Mahiru's sudden argument?
That hasn't happened before.
Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding. I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots to argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with the WASD
Yeah, but the
keys.
thing is, I don't necessarily disagree. I think it's very 50-50. It could have been the killer or Byakuya.
Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage.
Psychological
On
manipulation.
the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew towards their advantage.
Okay.
In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen,
Oh,
the number
goodness.
shows the sharpness of your counter. A number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed.
Is this like bullet time battles?
No.
Is-
This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate.
Okay.
Well, at least they're spicing it up.
You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes.
Oh.
This means the conversation will develop.
Whoa.
If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots.
I'm so confused. This is too much to process.
I know. It's not that the tutorials are not that good at explaining these things. Instead,
why we
it
have
will
a
skew the
guide,
mood towards
right?
the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big as Teru comes on screen. Like a regular debate, please refer you any weak spots with the left mouse button.
Okay.
Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. With that, literally just select. It's the same as a truth blade. Oh,
Okay.
Carl, what's a truth blade? I'm terribly sorry. It appears there has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu.
Anything I need to know?
Only the name is changed. Don't you think a change in feeling is important? If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. So yeah, just like if you press W, it cuts upwards. If you press A, it cuts to the left. You know, like that. And if you press two of them at the same time, it cuts in a different direction. It cuts diagonally.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm guessing it's the.
It's the
knife.
case.
It's the case.
It's the case.
Okay.
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Advance.
Where's
Okay.
your proof that the killer used them?
What do I do now?
It keeps going.
Then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality.
Ooh.
So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Oh, I could have hit that, couldn't I have?
Yeah, that's what you were supposed to hit.
Okay. Sure, Byakuya brought the night vision goggles. I need to refute Mahiru's claim with evidence.
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even. I mean, in reality. That's so.
Yeah, usually it's kind of hard to.
The killer brought
You
them
usually
the
have to go
crime
through these
scene.
twice because All of it comes by so quickly that you miss the weak spot.
Yeah, this is weird.
Byakuya
Yeah.
was definitely the one who brought
They
the night
improve.
vision
I think they improve on that in V3 because that does return for V3.
goggles. Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
I was gonna say that looks like it was for the night vision goggles.
We can assume that the night vision
Yeah, but
goggles were
that
kept
no,
inside
no,
that
never mind. That was
Duralumin
in.
case as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the one with the self-defense kit, and then there was the one with the weapons and the self-defense kit.
Why are the characters' portraits even vibrating in this game?
Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am.
But if he had the night vision goggles, then why is he so stupid and fucking died?
I don't know.
About tonight's main dish.
Ooh, you totally mean that in a perverted way.
So like, as we are Hiyoko.
The knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too. No, that's not possible. Knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove that. The duct tape.
Tonight's main dish. Prove it with tonight's main dish. I still wish I could have fucking eaten that meat that was like in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm still mad about that.
Oh, so that's
I have them up. I have their voices up all the way, and they're still very quiet.
Yeah, it just is
It's
like
fine. I mean, people can read, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if they're blind? What if we have blind viewers?
Well, then just listen carefully.
But he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
Okay.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little
Plus, they get the idea too. So.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to.
Probably. We investigated his fucking cottage and found things. See his earrings back.
Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
Right. That's right. Byakuya probably knew there was
Hajime.
a possibility a murder would occur. I wish it would at least let me be able to read. Okay, where's that stupid note? It's like at the bottom. Yeah,
it's like the one of the last ones we got.
There we go.
I can prove it with this.
Why don't these people yell?
Take a look at this.
I don't know.
Because I want to.
Who reads this?
Be careful of the. Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Well, the note was given for Byakuya, so at least you can probably read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
A threatening letter.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like
She's
that.
even fucking bullying Monokuma.
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies.
Like that lie you told during chapter 4 where you made a fake suicide
I
note
was
for
gonna
Sakura.
say. I was literally gonna say.
Very friendly.
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
Ooh.
What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legit.
Why don't you just make everyone right?
You should have told us you received a threatening letter.
That would have increased paranoia.
We would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see.
I actually love her voice for that. That's a really good voice for her.
I could not recreate that.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter? Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer? Oh. Is it really one of us?
I was questioning this again.
Who is it? Among us. At least it's not as stupid as us trying to prove Yasahiro that Hiyoko is indeed alive.
Oh my god.
who's the one who killed Byakuya.
She must be the newest evolution in ghost technology.
Come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles.
And they couldn't have had like a light source or anything, because if they were below the floorboards, then
If the murderer had the goggles
We
when he
would have
took the
seen
knife,
him.
then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
no, the killer definitely used a mark. Probably the paint, because if they saw the paint move, then yep.
Yeah.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint.
So if it was moved, you'd be able to just stab someone right there.
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
No.
That seals it.
Really?
The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko.
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for
He's not poor, he's rich.
I thought there were more people who wear glasses.
No, it's just these two.
Wow.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How did you leave her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in
Thank
the
you,
office.
Mikon.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's
Somehow
the one who
Mikon
checked
is
the
actually
breaker
smarter
across
than
the blackout.
Kazuichi.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Pekka was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened?
Nine.
I don't know. After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing.
Oh, what is this?
If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots we will call agree spots.
What? Okay.
When shooting an agree spot with truth bullets, you'll need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that will prove the other person's testimony is correct.
That
That's
makes
actually
sense.
that's pretty neat.
Yeah, when your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become logically sound agreement. Oh my god. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated.
Okay.
If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Good luck, have fun. Yeah, this is one thing I really like that they added, because now it's not the entire trial, it's just everyone else being stupid and you being smart.
Yeah, I like that.
Like,
oh,
you can
we have
actually like
different
back up
accounts.
what people say sometimes in these, which makes it a
Gotta
lot
keep
more
looking.
interesting.
Since Peko was in the office,
Okay, let me see what it says first.
she could have caused the blackout at any time.
I don't think that's true.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Yeah, it's only Kazuichi being stupid.
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the
Oh, she was the one in the bathroom the whole time.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Nekomaru.
That's Nekomaru's. Nekomaru's obviously the person who was trying to get in.
Okay. Okay,
Since
gotta speed
Peko was
through.
in, she could have caused the. That's impossible.
Okay, where was it?
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because
Well,
I was
but
not
more.
in the office. Not even before the blackout.
Yep.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
This feature is a lot better.
Yeah, it makes it a lot better.
Don't tell me you're crushing on
You're such
Speak
a
for
hypocrite.
yourself, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
I've been trying to use it so many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time.
I love how I exaggerated his voice.
Was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pekka was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pecco.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way you'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
Okay, Mahiro actually spin facts with that though.
She locked herself in the bathroom for that long? There's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Okay.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
Not these different
I mean,
camera
he
angles.
probably was, but like...
How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry. The smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom. You can trust me.
He masked it. What a trooper.
I said it's fine. But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning
Okay,
or
this is
something?
probably not helping Pecco. I actually feel bad for her.
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach.
Oh, that's why after she also
I
had
was
to,
unable to
I guess.
leave the
Yeah, she also was like, oh, I have to use the bathroom afterwards.
How did it feel to...
Oh my
your
god.
business in the dark?
Shush.
Go
shush.
away.
Excited.
Go trip and fall somewhere. I don't know. Go die in a hole or something.
Your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
How weird.
What's
Who's
the
the
deal?
chef here?
Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any
No,
investigating.
Fuyuhiko, he's not like being rude. He's just like saying like, hey, we're
I'm only
doing a cross
butting in 'cause
trial.
You fucking idiots are out of your element.
Out of our element. What evidence do you have? What did you do? You were sitting out there like a fucking, like,
What I mean is...
crybaby out there,
possible
being like,
someone
no,
slipped
I'm
with some
enriching.
laxatives.
Oh,
I mean, not the worst
If
idea,
so, the
but
killer
like...
could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
oh, well, someone wouldn't have tripped the breaker in the office. They would have tripped it while she was out, like in a different place that was connected to there, so she wouldn't be able to
of course,
find it.
would
or connect
anyone...
it.
Of course, we still don't know how anyone would have gotten the fucking...
Well, no, they could have
gotten
tripped.
to the breaker since...
No, I'm saying they could have tripped it from a different place, not just because they weren't just trying to get Pecco out, just so that way they'd be able to stop them, but to prevent her from turning it back on at the wrong time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, like, my point that I'm basically trying to make is Nagito could have rigged up the AC to, like, to once he turned that on, then everything else goes boom, you know, and blocks out everything. Okay. Question is whether Pecco's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically.
Well, who's the chef here?
True. Embarrassing pose.
Yes, embarrassing pose. I think that's it.
Did you
Probably.
eat anything weird?
I don't remember
Just
eating
in case.
anything weird.
Probably party dishes,
Now
though.
that you mention it, you brought food to the office, right?
Okay.
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
I don't think so. No, because Byakuya literally ate it and everything. Because she didn't take it from.
No, Byakuya's dead.
I mean, somebody else was
Did you eat
eating.
anything?
I don't remember
Yeah.
eating anything.
Yeah.
Now that you met, you brought
So
food
yeah,
to
she
the
got it
office.
from the hall, not the
There might have
kitchen.
been some laxatives in it, don't
She
you
did get it from the
No,
kitchen, but
that's
she
wrong.
brought it to the hall. Akane was also eating a ton of the food.
Yes.
She was the only other person eating, and nothing happened to
It's
her.
impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall, because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty
Some
sure
of it.
Connie would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
I mean, there's no way
Dishes
that
are
you could
innocent.
possibly have,
Don't
like,
go making weird accusations.
specifically targeted who would eat what food.
I
Yeah.
apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Sis, this murdering. Let's just discuss Pecco's stomach.
God love Sonia just interrupting that though.
And go back to discussing the blackout. Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us. Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how the blackout occurred. Too many things on at once. Okay. I just had to reiterate that so I'd remember. I'm guessing the irons.
Yeah. That's the one that was already. Right.
Yeah.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it?
Okay.
If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
No.
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have
Probably
to be. They
that.
have tampered with the power supply and
Or maybe they
There.
caused a power surge?
Or that. With that?
Yeah.
Bet it's really
that.
Monokuma's.
Okay.
I'm not a trashy skank. Who tripped the breaker? If you can't answer that, did they throw a...
Maybe they used
Yeah.
a remote control?
Not that.
They probably messed with the breaker.
Not
but did
that because the break.
No,
No
not
one was at
that.
the break.
They didn't do
Tampered
it,
with the power
and then
supply
like
and
that's.
transmitters.
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mahiro's actually kind of nice this during this trial. Like she's
Again,
just
when Mahiru is not saying a boomer line, she's actually like a really nice character. But
Yeah.
like, then she says them, and I'm just like, I want to take every good thing I say about you back.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after
Whoa.
the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
oh randomly.
Actually, what is also interesting,
Hold on a
and
second, let me
I don't know if
speak
this
too.
is like fully true or not, but if you like a power outlet, it could also cause a blackout.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Suddenly
You
Nekumaru.
say the irons in the storage
Nekumaru.
were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Okay. This is a lot like bullet time battles. Okay, what one?
Well, there is actually a bullet time battle thing.
AC timer. Or...
Irons.
It should be the
storage
AC
room.
timer, yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
See.
Because that was the other thing that that
The irons
would
in
have been the
storage
other
would
thing.
cause the then for the killer to turn the irons on.
Okay.
You're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who was in the when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Advance. Okay.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't. If the irons caused the blackout,
Allow me to cut through those words.
There we go.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
air conditioners.
She just has a trigger. Just like.
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hands died around that time too.
I see.
I mean, he was okay with the name,
The air
so.
conditioners. The breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see.
Which is interesting because in the first game, he was like, oh, I hate you calling me like a name or whatever.
Indubitably?
Yeah.
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just
How much time are we on?
It's
It's been a while.
We're at 40 minutes.
If so,
Yeah.
even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia,
Hmm.
not you too.
She picks up the word.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma.
She picked up that word faster than we pick up Kimmy's one-liners.
Is she right? Such a hateful bear. You deserve to die 1,000 deaths.
Oh, I thought she was
What?
like, what?
Excuse you?
Normally
What
she's
the
like,
fuck?
oh
No,
no, spread
Bunny.
peace
Fucking
and
Judy
love,
Hopps.
not
She's just
you
putting
deserve
off-
to die
she's
1,000 deaths.
Off Monokuma.
Judy Hopps.
If I
Get
died
the fuck
that
outta
many
here.
times, I might really
Yeah,
stand
Junko
it,
already
you know?
died 1,000 times, so you know.
Shut up!
I mean, yeah, she went through how many different fucking punishments at the end of DR1?
No, 5.
Six.
Even so,
She went. Okay.
if I was in the office,
She went through 6,
I
yeah.
could've reset the breaker in time. And maybe
Because she also went through the rocket ship one.
No. The breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach.
Except for Monokuma.
Setting the breaker in that darkness would have
Yeah.
been impossible.
Monokuma actually is the first
Sounds
killer.
like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry.
Cause it's me.
Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Now he's trying to butter us up. Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins.
He just sounds like a
That's
hippie.
what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer can be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident.
For now, please no.
We found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building.
That just incriminates you more.
Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
Stop being so relaxed, Nagito. You're not supposed to be killer.
We still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's
well, we're just excusing, because we've already excused Pekko from being the killer.
The fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
He's just going back and forth.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
I don't like how he's saying that. Holy cow, this voice actor though.
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
We should give up our dishes?
Something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you.
Is this like gaslighting or something?
He has to be the saboteur.
There's no
saboteur.
Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too. Please, take me home already. I want to go home and eat candy.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway.
This is not him.
Not a single one.
He's like lost it.
What's wrong?
Chiaki.
I think.
Hello.
Did you say something?
Rude.
Might point to who the killer is.
Allow the gamer girl to speak.
You know who the killer is?
Let's go, Chiaki.
Killer? I don't know, but we do have a clue about a suspicious person.
The suspicious person. They just look so strange and suspicious.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before?
It's making it too obvious that it's
asking
Nagito. It can't be. Come on.
Is she asking how the killer got close to that table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from that paint, in order to do that, they need to... Or he could even just be the traitor. He's trying to get people to vote wrong. They need to get close to that table while it was still dark.
I hope that.
Let's try examining the situation. Mahiru's diagram.
You hope that Nagito's the traitor.
Yeah, so that fucking Teru can die! Kill him first!
You're just gonna suspect Teru until he actually dies. Okay. Just as I thought.
I will not... like, here's my thing. If Teru doesn't die, I'm not going to be in the sessions until he's dead.
No, you can't pull that. You can't pull that. Just as I thought, this diagram is the clue. Who the killer is and how they were able to move to the table in the dark, it's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move in that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. Oh.
You have to choose. Yeah, select the suspicious spot.
Yeah,
that's.
that.
Crap.
Oh. What? Not the goggles.
Okay. They use the lamp.
Oh, the lamp. But they said it was pitch black. I hate this.
The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
Oh, the cord.
I hope you don't mean they turned on the light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
They used the cord. Of course, there's no way they used a desk lamp's light. The killer actually used the power
I can prove
cord.
it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord.
Wait, a lamp with a power
By
cord
doing that, the killer was able to
involved
move
with
to the
something
table
happening with
and use the
Byakuya. Doesn't that sound familiar? I don't know if that was intentional or not. I just thought about it now. So,
The only person here who could have possibly done it, Nagito. It could still be Teru, honestly, though. Come to think about it, Jervy. Because that doesn't explain how Byakuya got stabbed still.
It was you, wasn't it? Me? Judging from everyone's position,
Because
before
that
the
doesn't
blackout,
explain where the
the
skewer
only
came
person
from.
near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito.
What?
That's
I'm
just
lagging.
a coincidence.
But still,
there we go.
you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table.
Chiaki, she's not being useless. You still say she's bored.
Not
though,
anymore.
whatever. Nagito's chance to hide the knife under the table was right before.
after the blackout.
When he was cleaning.
When he was cleaning.
When he was cleaning?
Yes. I was trying to think of that, but I was like, my brain
Weren't
was
you
just
cleaning the dining hall
mush.
all morning? If so,
As it usually is.
He could have.
to hide the knife.
What if he didn't actually cause the murder, though? He just set everything up to do that.
Here's the thing. Okay, I don't know how much you know about like metric system, but you know how big 5mm is?
It's around the size of the skewer, right?
Yes, that is not the size of the knife.
Yeah, I'm saying it couldn't have been he couldn't have killed him with a knife. They already addressed that, and I said that earlier. So he'd have to go under the table and like or under the floors.
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously, that's all just a coincidence.
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
To be honest, I already prepared a drawing because I assumed something like this would have happened.
To go to the trouble of preparing this, just what did you think would happen?
This.
Whoever draws the chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall,
And
isn't
he
it?
already got the stick beforehand, or he said like he just randomly brought some sticks and he just thought, oh, I thought we'd do something like this.
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless,
Which probably means he
it's
sent the note
suspicious, right?
because he thought Byakuya would probably throw a party.
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already.
It could be, yeah. I'm still like, especially since it's been so obvious. It's like a Byakuya case where it's just like in chapter 2.
No, but like this, like we're only less than an hour in the trial. This is like the
Oh.
longest trial ever, right?
You right.
You're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something.
Oh,
I heard it.
what? Oh. Oh. Okay, Joker.
The ultimate living together together to combat the despair of their friend's death. How wonderful. How beautiful it is. Huh?
Yeah, this guy's a
Those
little
eyes.
crazy.
At that moment, Nagito's eyes, darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started.
Ooh.
I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark.
But he didn't kill him.
Yeah?
And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout.
I should get, since he set all this up, if he's not the killer, I should still get a half point, because he literally said...
No, I said there's not
No,
going to be any half points in this game.
Jervy can get a full point.
There's not going to be any points.
I said there's no half points in this game.
Just me, or
Isaac made the rules,
nuts
sweetheart.
right now?
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Me? Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm
So is this the one of the transformations you were talking about?
No, because his actual, like, appearance doesn't really change.
It's just his eyes.
I've made peace with the fact
He just gets those crazy eyes. The crazy Junko eyes.
Oh.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
What?
Quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey Nagito, if you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep.
Yeah.
I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably...
Okay, if someone is saying that they're a bad guy, then usually they're not the one who did it.
Well,
or almost always.
If that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
As my dinner gets...
Then how about the old-looking building near the hotel?
See, I don't know any more about the game, whether something is blatantly obvious or like a very small detail. I can't...
Well...
Or subtle.
Well, if it's just cleaning, leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, it's hard to see in there and full of cobwebs. And I was busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have the time to clean the storage room. If you stayed in there for a long time, I think it would be bad for your health.
That's ironic.
In that case, why don't we guard the case in the office?
Oh, I get it. If Pekka was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
Ooh.
Threatening letter, along with all your suggestions. It was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're
Is
wrong
back.
about one thing.
Oh.
With my food.
Oh, okay.
I didn't need to rig the
Try not to be too loud.
duty, you know?
Oh.
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it.
Oh.
Worthless talent.
The ultimate lucky student. Nagito's talent? I believe his talent is ultimate baby face.
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks. But I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Huh? I'm left with a red mark.
For someone
that-
called
That's not you!
for someone for someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky.
Not me lagging. Not me lagging.
Just like I wanted.
But here's the thing, though. He still hasn't admitted that he killed Byakuya.
Not entirely. He might have, but he's admitted a lot of stuff. So.
More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me.
Okay, this is like where he
Byakuya
admits
was
it.
a very capable leader.
Yeah, he's like
him to be
dodging
killed.
around the fact that he killed it. So.
The despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Huh? The fuck?
Oh yeah, her autopsy.
Yeah.
How should I... Is Nagito really...
Yes, Mikan.
He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but... there's just something a little strange.
You saw me freaking out behind her.
Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke. I'm sorry.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
At least Sonia's nice about it.
Actually, you should probably do like a British accent for Sonia.
Simply listening is acceptable.
That's a little too late.
However, I won't allow
But I
this to
could.
end with mere play.
Wait, Isaac,
Now
am I allowed to?
Let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
not the white noise.
Oh, this is just white noise, whatever.
Okay.
What are you eating, Isaac?
Steak.
Okay, what do we have, what's the time, by the way?
We're 57 minutes in. We're almost done for this
Okay.
episode. Autopsy results. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
I can start with that at least.
I think it's strange that...
The
I'll
killer
probably-
was so obviously Nagito.
Okay, so someone else to say something about the knife.
He has already confessed.
There's no reason to deny it.
She's just.
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with
Yep,
the knife.
there we go. Boom.
Oh,
White noise didn't even matter. I was ready. I jumped the gun, quite literally.
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Mikan?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
But based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter?
That's like way skinnier than a knife.
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Whoa!
Whorehouse?
Hey, why are you threatening her?
Okay,
But I
now
thought I was
Mahiro.
getting canceled.
Fuyuhiko cancelled. Mahiro though stepping up.
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikan? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm
This
the
is
killer.
Genocide Jill all over again. Except that Genocide Jill didn't refuse
No
anything.
one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikan's the one who said it.
I'm sorry. Hey, Nagito,
Is loud.
are you still hiding something?
Ooh,
Hiding?
she's perceptive.
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and
Oh.
Byakuya that we don't know about?
They had a.
Still a little bit of meat left. I want to get it.
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off.
What happened during the blackout? If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double
Maybe
vision.
Nagito pretended to be Psycho just to get them on the right path.
Our lives are at stake, you know?
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, that would have been a pretty convincing act.
Seriously, how long is it gonna take?
Maybe
me to
it was
understand the
him
damn
working with
rules?
someone else to help them as, you know,
Yeah.
he is the
Because
traitor.
did they already address? Did
Truth is beyond your sight.
Monokuma already address like whether or not accomplices? I think he did.
Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor?
Yeah, but I
don't
mean,
think he
Nagito,
did, but that
if
rule
he
does
was
carry
really
over.
The traitor, then he would know about all that shit.
Well, no, and the rules just say they alone will be executed.
Let me
Or
see.
they alone will escape.
Oh, what's okay? Classroom.
Alone.
They alone.
Well,
no, it says they alone will be executed. Will be forgiven.
but
The
I
surviving
think Nagito
Blackened.
tried to help someone else, which would be Teru, I think. At least, again, that's my thing.
No, that's not it.
Not it. What's not it?
Truth is beyond our sight. No, that can't be it. There should be some way to find out what happened in the dark. Gaps in the floorboard, right?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, Ibuki's account.
Yep.
I can prove it with this. Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it.
Is this a good time to leave author?
Yeah.
We're not that long away from the intermission.
Okay.
We're like maybe
Okay,
10
then
minutes.
no. Then no. It's not time for us to stop.
Okay. Don't act so
You were the
surprised.
one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on.
Yeah, so why did Nagito get hurt?
You guys?
It's because they were scrambling with each other, remember? That's what they said.
Wasn't the blackout just
And
in
he
the
randomly
kitchen?
comes in from the kitchen. How did he do that so quickly?
Overloaded?
Maybe.
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
You've got me deep with your knife of truth.
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark,
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Probably got punched.
it almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito.
He hit him with his hard ham hands.
Well, that's actually what happened.
Huh?
As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
Ooh.
He shoved you out? Just as the blackout
Oh.
occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
So Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife, and he got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it? Well, it sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they both said at the time.
What the hell? What's going on here?
Nukuro Ikusaba,
So-
the 16th student.
This is...
Ow!
But who else would have the chance to get a skewer? Also, like,
Well,
could they...
I mean, we had a missing skewer beforehand.
Yeah.
Who was
The
in the
skewer was
kitchen
missing
with the
from before the
skewers.
party.
What? Wait,
Yeah,
what'd
and
you
who was
say?
in the kitchen with the skewers?
Well, yeah, but they addressed that it was missing beforehand, so... Before
Yeah,
Teru
and
got
who was
there.
there beforehand, cooking all the dishes?
I could interpret it like that. No, actually. When I think about it, that sounds like exactly what happened. I also just realized the drywall. What? What?
I'm just gonna say, just food for
Or the
thought.
firewall.
So Nagito's plan was to grab the knife and just kill someone. He wasn't specifically targeting Nagito, and I just want you
Or
to
you
think
mean
who
Byakuya?
other than Nagito was the second closest person standing to that table. You might not remember, but it was us.
Oh. We were standing closest to the table too.
We were the second
Nagito
closest
was
person.
trying to kill us, fucking Sayaka looking ass.
Oh, it's not that. Wait, okay, yeah, let me see. Where's the?
Let's see.
Oh, I passed it, I think.
Why'd
It was Mahiru, but Mahiru's thing, but I can't find it.
Oh, I don't think it got put in as a truth bullet, but yeah.
Okay, in the
we
map,
were the second closest person to the table, so like if if Nagito had grabbed the knife, he probably would have stabbed the closest person.
Yeah. Now I think about it,
Which
that
would have been us. Fucking Sayaka looking.
Bro, that means Byakuya literally saved us. What a trooper.
Yes. And then he died.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys.
Yeah, he never confessed to killing him.
Sight of the glowing paint, and I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Hold on.
Under the table.
Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles. What happened after that? Even I don't know.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth!
Well, this is how trials go, buddy.
Another word is brimming with so much despair. But you can't give up. You need to have hope.
Not those eyes.
Do your best and move forward, rising to the challenge again and again.
Crackhead Makoto.
Let's compare it to a symbol of peace. Is Nagito really not the killer? Is this guy really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way I can say that. I just thought I knew him. This whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It's as simple as that. But now's not the time for me to dwell on that. We need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if we don't, we will die here. Oh. Oh, is this suspended?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh,
we have this, and then.
Now then, the class trial has reached its climax. But okay, there's a question for you.
What's this?
To those of you who figured out who it is, how about you try to guess the killer's challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their save data melt away like butter.
I thought this was supposed to be a cute thing, but
if you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion.
$10 billion?
Of course! For those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue on.
Now then, what are you gonna do?
Oh.
Just kidding! You can't make a choice! There's no way you'd be able to guess who the killer is!
I mean, Jervy already has.
And of course, there's no $10 billion
either!
Fucking line is evil! Melon! You truly are a villain!
And I think that's a good time to end off this episode.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching.
Wait, will it go? Wait. Will if I press save, will it go immediately next, or will it give us time to here continue the trial?
I think it'll immediately go next.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave the button on here.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Danganronpa by yours truly, Blockbox Crew members Jervy, Isaac, Griffin. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do that as well. Comment down below who you think the killer is, but think, not know. And if you want to be a super fan, please hit that bell. We will see you guys on the next.
Bye.
Bye.